I have pulled on that bear 15 times. A lot of people steer away from trying to do anything that means getting on an airplane when they're in a wheelchair. It's a little awkward, but there's lots of things you can do to make it such a simple process. We double. I don't know, man. This is eating me up.
Hi folks, welcome to this week's episode of Huntsman's Creed. I'm Tony Grasso.
And I'm Mike McCabe. And this week, we're going to be headed north. We're going up into Saskatchewan to hunt with a good friend of mine, Donnie Kisslinger. And we're going to be chasing big black bears.
That's a nice jacket you got on.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
Guys, this is a new camo company that's just got on board with Huntsman's Creed. It's called Tops Camo. Go online, check them out. topscamo.com.
Well, let's get to that Saskatchewan hunt. I can't wait to see it.
Let's get it done. One of the big deals with being in a chair and love the passion of hunting, especially out-of-state hunting, is travel. You know, a lot of people steer away from trying to do anything that means getting on an airplane when they're in a wheelchair. It's a little awkward, but there's lots of things you can do to make it such a simple process. I mean, you travel a lot.
I travel all the time, and I prefer flying over driving just because it's easier and you get there faster.
Right. There's certain things. Knowing your rights as a handicap, you know, anyway, you don't have to be a hunter. Just knowing your rights as a handicapped person going on an airplane.
Right.
You know, you're allowed to take a certain amount of baggage that is medical equipment. So, any of you guys out there that want to go on a hunt and you're in a handicapped situation, if you've got a buddy that go with you, it's doable. So don't sit there and think about it. Get out there and do it. You know, for the most part, the airlines, they work with you really well. You know, they get you on the plane first, and they work with you pretty good. So it's not such a big deal. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to give us a call. We're more than willing to help you out. Can't wait to get up to Donnie's. Had enough of this driving. It's about a 10-hour drive from when you get to the airport in Edmonton. It's about 10 hours. It's worth the trip though. Little thing I'd like to share with you guys is some people haven't seen this, don't understand what this is. When I broke my back, I had a high break. It was T3. So what that did is that basically paralyzed me from here down. So I don't have any core control. And when I take my bow, it's pretty heavy. And I lay my bow out like that. If you notice that, if I push this forward, you'll see what I'm talking about. I don't have any core strength. So to hold my bow out and hold it still, if I let go of this hand, it pulls me over. And that's the reason that I use this right here. I put that under my arm, and it's something that I can lean against. I still shoot my bow. I still have to hold my bow still. It doesn't help me hold my bow. It just helps me from falling out of the chair while I'm sitting here. So I can lean against it. I still have to hold my bow and not wiggle it around. So it's some people say, what is that for? And that's exactly what it's for. One of my biggest concerns when I was in the hospital after my accident was mobility. You know, how do I get back out? And there was also, how in the world am I going to get back up in a tree? All my whitetail hunts, all my bear hunts have been up in trees.
Now we're going to pick Mike up. Brian and I is going to lift him up there in that chair. I'm out of wind and out of shape.
God, it's a beautiful day. It's a little bit chilly. Things are starting to turn on. You know, the snow's still a little bit of snow left, but not much. And the bears are out of hibernation. They're on the bait. They know where it's at. We're just hoping for some big old boar to roll in here that's not been here before.
Huntsman's Creed TV is proudly brought to you by the Huntsman's Foundation, inspiring disabled children to enjoy the great outdoors. Action Track Chair, we provide freedom, independence, and mobility. Tops Camo, quiet and durable camo for every situation. Afflictor Broadheads, and McCabe Outdoor Mobility. This segment of the Huntsman's Creed TV is brought to you by Afflictor Broadheads. Resistance is futile.
You know, on the first day, I had this really good bear came in, and it's hard to shoot that first bear that's a good bear. You want your hunt to last longer. You want to experience a lot more, you know, excitement before you decide you want to shoot a bear. And I've sat in, you know, in stands where I'm in there for 3, 4, 5 hours and not seeing nothing. That gets old, but you're not going to do that. Not where we go. It's just a very, very productive, active area. So I decided to pass on it. That's about a 350 plus bear. I'm not sure when he gets up. I might not shoot that bear. It's the first day, and I'm at Donnie Kisslingers. I don't know, man. This is eating me up.
I don't know what to tell you about it.
This is eating me up. This is a good bear in anybody's book. Anybody's book. That's a good bear. He's Pope and Young all day long. I might regret this, but I'm not going to shoot him. Gosh, that's a good bear. Oh, man. The first year that I'd booked to go up and hunt with Donnie was the year that I fell. I fell on the hunt prior to me going up, and in 2008. I called him the following year, and I said, I explained what happened to me. And I said, is there any chance that you could accommodate me in a wheelchair? And he's absolutely, he said, whatever it takes, we'll get it done. So I get up there and they're making ramps for me, and they just found ways to get me back into my situation that I like, my hunting situation. I like to get up in a stand. You know, I told these guys I'd love to get up in a stand if I can. No problem, we'll get it took care of, you know. If anybody ever was in the same situation as me and Tony and you know, wanted to do a bear hunt, I would absolutely 100% recommend Donnie's place, because they bend over backwards to help you.
Hot rod.
Sweet.
Tell me
That's better.
That's much better. New tricks. Good job, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Appreciate it. That one big bear. There's this spooky bear right here. That bear right there is bigger than all of them.
If you're lucky enough to be up there like during that peak rut time and you have a sow that's in heat comes into your bait, you will be loaded with bears. This is the first time that we've managed to get on film 2 bears mating.
He's pretty big, isn't he? That's the bear I passed up. He came back. He's got a bigger head than the rest of them. Wide his shoulders up. Oh, come on. Oh. Damn. I just couldn't get on.
What'd I tell you? Real horsepower, huh?
Oh yeah.
Good girl. Whoa, Betty, whoa, yeah. Don't forget, guys, follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Now this is real horsepower.
Come on, Bubba, let's go.
This segment of the Huntsman's Creed TV is brought to you by the Huntsman's Foundation, helping to inspire and enable disabled Americans of all ages.
Lay down. Look how big his head is from the side. When he lays down, look how big that head looks. He's pretty big, isn't he? Why are you shaking? It's cold. Don't tell me it's cold. It's not cold at all.
A lot of guys, when they first get hurt, they're not really sure about getting back into hunting, like if they could do it or if it's easy enough for them to get out there and hunt.
And it's a relaxed hunt. It's a good hunt for you guys that have had some kind of a traumatic accident. You're in a wheelchair. You're not quite sure about how you're going to get back out into the outdoors and start to hunt. This is a hunt that would work for any outdoorsman that finds himself in a wheelchair.
All day long action. I should have had a bear on the ground. I'd have decided to shoot him before. Being too picky. Too picky. That was a good bear with a big head and I should have shot him. Well, tonight is going to be the night, hopefully, that we're going to whack Pumpkinhead. I've watched him for the last 2 nights, and last night I was kicking myself for not trying to get a shot on him. I'd like for Troy to shoot him a nice bear too, and Troy's been filming with me. And once I get done, then I'm going to grab the camera and we're going to swap places. There's 3 bears where we're hunting on this one bait. We're not even skipping around and hunting different places because we've got so much action where we're at. I know Troy's going to shoot a Pope and Young bear all day long. So let's shoot a little bit here and see what we can do. got to practice every day, make sure the equipment's where it needs to be, and hopefully we'll have a little bit of luck tonight. Boom, dead center. Can't beat that. No. This is something else. We just got set up. We just got a secondary camera up there. We just got set up. Troy says, this is him, this is him. I turn around, that's him. Now he's laying down again. Why he intrigues me so much is I know this bear is old. He's got old marks all in his face. He's big, he's fat. The way he walks in, he just rolls his shoulders in. This is definitely the most dominant bear on here. I mean, everything else he's ran off. Just gotta get him on his feet.
Morning. Good morning.
Ready?
Yeah, good morning.
That's a dead bear, brother.
Huntsman's Creed TV is proudly brought to you by the Huntsman's Foundation, inspiring disabled veterans to enjoy the great outdoors. Action Track Chair, we provide freedom, independence, and mobility. Tops Camo, stay warm, stay dry, succeed. Afflictor Broadheads, and McCabe Outdoor Mobility. This segment of the Huntsman's Creed TV is brought to you by McCabe Outdoor Mobility, serving disabled Americans nationwide.
Ready?
Yeah, good morning.
That's a dead bear, brother. He ain't gonna go very far.
Good shot. Good shot, buddy. All right.
He's down.
He's down.
He just went down. Wow.
He's not 60 yards from us.
I just got pumpkin head.
Yeah. Ooh, good job, buddy.
Just got him.
Oh, dude, that was sweet.
I have pulled on that bear 15 times. God. I got me a great bear down over there, and I've got a feeling, I've got a good feeling that we're gonna do a double tonight. Because my buddy behind the camera has been patient, has filmed me, has helped me, and it's his turn. We traded places up, and I can remember Troy's like, oh, he said, there's a nice bear. And he came in, and it was like, gosh, that's another good bear. And it didn't take very long, so we ended up taking both bears in the same night.
Go down, big boy. Yeah. Yeah, I got him. Last light. We doubled. We doubled. We heard Brian pull up over there, and I could see him standing there waiting on us. We thought, oh, it ain't gonna happen, ain't gonna happen. He walks right up underneath us, walks out there. I drew and punched him. He's right over there.
Well, I can see a black lane right there.
Yeah. I tell you what.
Yeah, that's two good bears. Wow.
To kill two bears of this caliber, big old heads, big bodies, Kisslinger Outfitters here in North Saskatchewan. It's got some great bears. I want to thank Donnie, and we'll be back, I guarantee it.
Last night, a stellar night here at Kisslinger Outfitters. 2 giant bears. Congratulations on your first bear, brother.
Thank you, Mike. You know, I didn't know what to expect coming into camp, first bear hunt. You know what, and I think I got to see bears being bears.
I'm glad you could come up to Kisslinger Outfitters on your first bear hunt, because I tell you, it don't get no better than this.
Well, Mike, that was a great hunt. Donnie Kisslinger's got one heck of a bear camp.
He sure does. He absolutely does. Best place I've ever hunted black bear.
Join us next week. We got one of our crew members, Jordan. He's out in central Kentucky doing some turkey and deer hunting.
And listen, take a little time out. Get to know somebody in your area that's a disabled hunter. Knock on the door and see if they want to go out. And it doesn't matter what you're hunting. Just get them outdoors. Make them feel a whole lot better. Till next week, I'm Mike McCabe.
I'm Tony Grasso.
We're wishing you the best of luck.
Closed captioning provided by the Huntsmans Foundation, inspiring and enabling disabled veterans to return to the great outdoors.
All right, let's get to this squat. I can't, because I know you're gonna make that face. You know, Mike, one of the goals of the Huntsmans Foundation. You know, he looks at me like that.
I mean, I could break him down right there.